everyone, my name is Raffi Firmansyah and today I'm gonna speak about our new President Prabowo Subianto. Good night everyone, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, let us giving thanks to God Almighty for His blessing and grace which have allowed us together here today in spirit of hope and renewal. Today we witness a new chapter in the journey of a nation with the utmost respect. I would like to extend heartfelt congratulations to Prabowo Subianto, who has been sworn in as the President Prabowo. In a spirit of unity and determination, we hope his terms in office will bring genuine progress and growth for this country. We all know that his journey to this point has not been an easy one. President Prabowo brings with him a grand vision for an Indonesia that is self-sufficient, competitive, and dignified. It will certainly be a challenging path, but we all believe that with the right policies and decisions, he can lead us to a better future. Let us fully support his efforts to strengthen our economy, bolster national defense, and improve the welfare of the Indonesian people. Once again, congratulations to President Prabowo. May he be granted the strength and wisdom to lead this nation toward a brighter future.
Pembukaan Undang-Undang Dasar 1945 tercantum sangat tegas bahwa tujuan nasional kita yang pertama adalah melindungi segenap bangsa Indonesia dan seluruh tumpah darah Indonesia. Jadi, fungsi dari negara yang pertama adalah melindungi, berarti pertahanan. Saudara-saudara, kita memahami negara kita sangat besar, sangat kaya, ratusan tahun negara-negara dari jauh datang ke Nusantara ini untuk intervensi, untuk mengganggu, untuk adu domba, dan untuk mencuri kekayaan kita. Sampai kita merdeka, kita pun harus berhadapan dengan kekayaan alam kita diambil dengan murah. Karena itu, untuk kita menjadi negara makmur, untuk kita menjadi negara sejahtera, untuk rakyat kita hidup layak, punya pekerjaan layak, kita harus menjaga kekayaan kita. Kita harus menjaga dan habis itu kita harus mengelola kekayaan kita. Saudara-saudara sekalian, politik luar negeri kita secara tradisi sejak awal kita merdeka adalah bebas aktif, adalah non-blok, tidak memihak, tidak ikut blok-blok, tidak ikut fakta. Ini akan saya teruskan. Dengan hubungan baik dengan semua kekuatan, kita bisa mengamankan kepentingan nasional kita. Saudara-saudara sekalian, 1000 kawan terlalu sedikit, 1 lawan terlalu banyak. Kita akan menjalankan politik tetangga baik. Saudara-saudara sekalian, kita bertekad harus punya pertahanan yang kuat. Mungkin ada yang asal bicara tanpa data, ya kan? Mungkin didorong oleh ambisi yang menggebu-gebu sehingga tidak objektif. Saudara-saudara sekalian, saya sebagai Menteri Pertahanan berpegang kepada doktrin, kepada strategi nasional, dan semuanya adalah atas dasar kepentingan bangsa dan rakyat Indonesia, dan saya mampu mempertanggungjawabkan, dan saya berkeyakinan hanya dengan pertahanan yang kuat kita akan dihormati, kita akan menjaga kepentingan nasional kita. Kalau kita buka buku ilmu pengetahuan yang paling dasar, kekuatan nasional harus ada kekuatan militer. Tanpa kekuatan militer, sejarah peradaban manusia mengajarkan bahwa bangsa itu akan dilindas seperti di Gaza sekarang ini. Akan diambil kekayaannya, akan diusir dari tanah airnya. Tidak bisa tidak, kita harus kuat. Kita harus kuat. Terima kasih. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Baik. Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Kami persilakan kembali.
And then, in my opinion, Prabowo Subianto begins his presidency facing numerous challenges especially in navigating global dynamic and addressing to the public hopes for a significant progress. Having a long-standing background in defense and security, his experience could be served as a solid foundation for advancing Indonesia's key sectors. One of the major expectations for President Prabowo's leadership is ability to strengthen Indonesia's self-reliance both economically and foreign policy. This self-reliance is crucial as the Indonesia should increasingly stand as a sovereign nation, independent of external dependencies, especially regarding food security, energy, and technology. One on on the other hand, openness and responsiveness to the people experience are essential. I hope that President Prabowo will be receptive to various inputs from the public, accommodate diverse interests, and foster an inclusive leadership environment. Ultimately, let us, as the people of Indonesia, give our full support to him. May President Prabowo lead us toward a brighter future and meet the people's aspirations for the true progress. Thank you. Hello guys, welcome back again with me, Raffi Firmansyah. I will continue for the next part. Today we will discuss about adverb of frequency, using adverb to express frequency in English. Main types of adverb of frequency. 1. Definition. A word that indicates the frequency of an action is called an adverb frequency. To put simply, it's term that we use to indicate how frequently something happens or how frequently someone performs something. 2. Purpose. Adverbs of frequency help and detail to sentence by letting us know if an action is done all the time, sometimes, rarely, or never. Example, here how they work in sentence. A. Always. She always wakes up early. This means she wakes up early every day. B. Never. He never skip breakfast. This means he doesn't skip breakfast at all. Next slide. Why are they why are they important? Explain frequency of actions. Adverb of frequency help us understand how often something happens. These words add extra detail, making sentence clearer and more specific. Increase prescience in communication. Using adverbs of frequency allows us to be more accurate when describing habits of routines. For example, I sometimes exercise is different from I always exercise. Example sentence 1. Without an adverb frequency, I go to the gym. 2. With an adverb of frequency, I usually go to the gym. This is more specific, showing how often the person goes to gym. Always 100%. Always means all the time. Example, she always wakes up at 6 a.m. Usually 80%. Usually means most of the time. Example, we usually go to the beach on weekend. Often 60%. Often means frequently. Example, he often reads before bed. Sometimes 40%. Sometimes means occasionally. Example, they sometimes eat out. Rarely 20%. Rarely means not very often. Example, she rarely drinks coffee. Never 0%. Never means not at any time. Example, he never smokes. Placement of adverbs before the main verb. If the verb is not to be, like action verbs, the adverb of frequency comes before the main verb. Example, she always drinks coffee in the morning. Before the main verb, drinks. I usually read books before bed. Before the main verb, read. After the verb to be, if the verb in sentence is to be am, is, are, was, were. The adverb of frequency usually comes after the verb. Example, he is always on time. They are often late to class after verb are. Example 1. Example sentence: I always brush my teeth in the morning. Explanation: the adverb always tell us how often the action of brushing teeth happens. In the case, always indicates that the person brushes their teeth every single morning without exception. This shows a habitual action, something that happens constantly or regularly. Example 2. Example sentence: they really go to the cinema. Explanation: the adverb rarely indicates how often the action of going to the cinema happens. Rarely means that going to the cinema is an activity that happens very infrequently or on very few occasions. This shows that going to the cinema is not something they do often and is uncommon even in their routine. Difference in meaning. Explanation. Changing the adverb of frequency in sentence change how often an action happens, which in turn alters the meaning of the sentence. Adverb of frequency like always, often, sometimes, and rarely, and never provide different levels of frequency and thus change the intensity or regularity of the action. Example comparison. I always to the gym. This means the action is done every time with no exception. I sometimes go to gym. This means the action happens occasionally but not regularly. I never go to the gym. This means the action is not done at all. There is no gym attendance. Practice 1. I will give you 1 minute to answer this question. Fill in the blank. She always smiles. What to answer this question? And answer this question is she always smiles. This is because always in adverb of frequency and it usually goes before the main verb in a sentence. Practice 2. Fill in the blank. They never forget their homework. What answer this question? Yeah, the correct answer is they never forget their homework. Never is an adverb of frequency, and it typically goes before the main verb in a sentence. Common mistake. Avoid placing adverbs incorrectly in sentence. Incorrect, she goes always. Correct, she always goes. Group activity. Create a sentence using each type of adverb. Example, I sometimes never, he never. Daily routine. I always wake up at 7 a.m. Hobbies and interests. He rarely watches TV on weekdays. School or work habits. They often study together after school. Summary. Adverb of frequency describe how often action happens. Cater. Always, usually, often, etc. Definition. Adverb of frequency describe how often actions are happen or even happen. They are used to express the regularity of activities and are essential for describing routines and habits. K-tabs. The slide lists some of the primary adverb of frequency such as always, usually, often, and other. It is sometimes rarely never. Each adverb represents a different level of frequency from high to low. Example. Consider adding a few example sentences to clarify the different adverbs such as I'll always wake up early. She often reads books at night. They never skip breakfast. Example recap. Let's review key example. I usually, she rarely, we never. I usually, indicating a frequent but not constant action. She rarely, indicating an action that happens infrequently. We never, indicating an action that doesn't happen at all. Thank you. Thank you for learning about adverb of frequency. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, everyone! Thank you, Elmar! Boom!